The stock market hit its highest point in 11 months, the largest ever recorded. Monday's stock market was at its peak for the first time in 11 months. The market index MAT, which rose by 21.76 points from earlier today, hit 28,922 points, marking 9 years since its last high. A slight decrease in trade volume from yesterday's high of 21,046 crore has now been recorded at 16,032 crore. Market size market value of all listed shares has reached a new peak, with the market capitalization size reaching Rs 48,026 crore, which is higher than the previous record-breaking day. The prices of 153 companies increased to 96, while the microfinance group achieved a record 1.93%. Banking, development bank, hotel and tourism, hydropower, investment, life insurance, production and processing 0.37, product and process 0.39, other 0.84, and business grew by 0.43% today. Trade Tower and Sanvi Energy have experienced a 10.0% increase in price, while 3-Star Hydropower is the most expensive company among them, with Progress Corporation Microfinance growing at 9.4% and First Microfurniture 8.9%. Green Development, Saptkoshi Development and Corporate Development Bank are among the 3 companies that have experienced a 10% drop in sales, while the Indus Development Bank has lost 6.36%.
Prince Tim Sinha, who was arrested after being found guilty in the fake audio case of Dark File case, Crown Prince Tenzin Itari has been arrested for allegedly collaborating with a Supreme Court judge, legal expert and media mogul to produce counterfeit audio. Tim Sinha, who was sentenced to 6 months in prison by the Supreme Court for producing folio audio, was apprehended by police in Itari on Sunday after the court's decision that he was running away. Tenzin was apprehended after a disagreement over payment made by 2 women in Itari 5 Pakruki, as reported by DLSP Lakshmi Bandari of the District Police Office of Ittar. Tenzin is accused of hiding his name and address at first. The house was initially named Aland and Tharkarka, but other names were exposed when he asked for an ID card and requested a search. Tam Sinha is reportedly being prepared to be imprisoned for the execution of the sentence, according to him. On 14th August, the Supreme Court's grand jury delivered a 6-month prison sentence to Prince Tamal Sinha. In the 5th of March, 2 women were involved in a dispute over e-commerce in Choke, Italy, which police stated occurred on. He was taken into custody and transported to the police station after being involved in a dispute with 2 women. Following the Supreme Court ruling, Tenzin, who has a Godabari 10 address in Lalitpur and lives near Shimla, was located in the east.
What is the quantity of the crate in relation to the eggs backup? The price of eggs raised 10 days ago has been raised again. Nepal's Poultry Breeders Association has decided to increase the price from Tuesday to tomorrow. The egg price has been raised to Rs 15 per day by the union for the raising of egg rate on August 28. The average egg price has been revised up to Rs 495 per person, resulting in a large egg now costing Rs 525 per individual. On 28th of August, the union reported that the average egg price was Rs 510, and the typical egg cost was approximately Rs 486, with some eggs being sold in packs of 100 rupees each. According to Union Secretary Matan Pokhriyal, the egg production is currently at a low level, and the demand for eggs is high, necessitating an increase in prices.
I was in Nepal, and I hoped to make it to the United States. He has been an actor for 7 years and is now gearing up to return to the big screen. The Kantapur Theatre is playing Shersha's Flower, the family-renowned novel, during his first week of the season. His second innings in acting, which may be referred to as his forced return after 7 years, will begin this weekend with Life discussing the joys, future and career plans in an online news studio. The video displays the following.
The Supreme Court has declared the prohibition on photographs to bear unconstitutional. 5 Town, Kathmandu. The Supreme Court has filed a petition claiming that the state criminal code forbids taking pictures of people in public places without their consent. 6 lawyers have requested the revocation of Section 295 of the State Criminal Code Act 1974, arguing that its provisions are not in line with the Constitution. Without permission, individuals are prohibited from taking photographs of others or modifying them. Section 295 of the Act mandates that no person may do so, and taking another photograph of another person in a public place is not considered illegal. The Code of Conduct article also alleges that the provisions of the preamble to the Constitution, freedom of speech and press, the right to professional activity, Personal Privacy Act, right to employment, Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights are violated. The proposed law would outlaw the citizens' right to information, disproportionately target photojournalists' competitive and employment rights, and classify them as criminal offenders. The order's slow resolution has prompted their request for an interim order since the case is still ongoing, and they have even demanded a priority to be given to the matter. The lawyers representing the Supreme Court, which includes Monica Dakwa, Rajendra Pokhrel, Dr. Jayant Hadar Basnet, Sagar Satri, Jaya Krishna Mask and Abhay Raj Joshi, have filed appeals.